Atticotomy. Atticotomy is unroofing of the attic spaces by removing the outer attic wall with or without intact ossicular chain. Unroofing of the attic spaces by removing the outer attic wall with or without intact ossicular chain is atticotomy. Classification: lateral attic space and medial attic space. Lateral attic space las, medial attic space mas. Mass is divided into as and pass. Mass is divided into as pass. Anterior attic space, posterior attic space. Mass is divided into as pass. Lateral attic space las. Lateral attic space is a shallow space situated medial to the outer attic wall, and lateral to the head of malleus and body of incus, HMBI. Lateral to HMBI, head of malleus and body of incus. Lateral attic space is shallow space medial to the outer attic wall, lateral to the head of malleus and body of incus, HMBI. Head of malleus and body of incus. Head of malleus and body of incus. Mass. Medial attic space. Mass is large space medial to the ossicles. Mass is medial to the ossicles, inferior to tegmen tympani, lateral and superior to the facial canal, and posteriorly communicating with the antrum. Mass is medial to ossicles. Inferior to TT, inferior to tegmen tympani, lateral and superior to facial canal, posteriorly communicates with the antrum. Mass is divided into as pass. Mass is divided into as pass by cog. As pass, anterior attic space, and pass is posterior attic space by cog. Cog is a bony spur projecting from the tegmen anterior to the head of the malleus. Bony spur from tegmen tympani anterior to the head of the malleus and divides the space into as, anterior attic space called supratubal recess, and pass. Anterior attic space is also called as as, STR. As is STR, supratubal recess, and pass. Floor of the anterior attic space, that is as. Floor of the as consists of geniculate ganglion. Floor of the as consists of geniculate ganglion. So las and mas, las divided into as pass. Las is medial to the outer attic wall and lateral to the head of malleus and body of incus. Mas is space medial to the ossicles, inferior to tegmen tympani, lateral and superior to facial canal, posteriorly communicates with the antrum. Mas is divided into as and pass by cog. Cog is a bony spur projecting from tegmen tympani to the head of malleus and divides the space into anterior attic space, as or supratubal recess, and pass, and posterior attic space. As is anterior attic space, pass is posterior attic space. As is also called as supratubal recess. Floor of the anterior attic space, as, consists of geniculate ganglion. Indications of atticotomy. Lateral atticotomy, limited attic retraction pocket. In case of limited tympanosclerosis, fixing the anterior malleolar ligament. Fixing the anterior malleolar ligament. Tympanosclerosis, TS, fixing the anterior malleolar ligament. And bony ankylosis restricting the mobility of malleus. Medial atticotomy is intact cholecystoma confined to the attic. And in cases of transcanal facial nerve decompression. In case of attic tympanosclerosis. So, intact cholecystoma confined to the attic. In case of transcanal facial nerve decompression, you have to do medial atticotomy. In case of attic tympanosclerosis also, you have to do medial atticotomy. Procedure. Tympanotomy is performed creating a wide temporomeatal flap exposing the lateral process of malleus. Lateral process of malleus. And anterior malleolar ligament. LMP. Lateral process of malleus and anterior malleolar ligament. LPM. Lateral process of malleus and anterior malleolar ligament. Extent of atticotomy depends upon the disease process. Tip of the malleus is medialized. Tip is amputated using malleus nipper. Tip is medialized. If the malleus tip is medialized, amputated with the malleus nipper. Lateral atticotomy is performed by curating or the drilling scutum. Lateral atticotomy is performed by curating or drilling the scutum using 1-0 diamond burr, thus unroofing the lateral attic space, LAS, to visualize the inculostepital joint and malleus, IS joint and malleus, amputating the tip of the malleus. If it is medialis, tip of the malleus is being amputated. So lateral atticotomy is performed by drilling the scutum using 1 mm diamond burr, thus unroofing the lateral attic space to visualize the incrustapital joint and malleus. Medial atticotomy. Exposure of the posterior attic space. Mass is divided into os and pars. Os is called as supraorbital recess and pars. So exposure of posterior attic space. Dislocation of IS joint to prevent subluxation of stapes. And then removal of incus. To expose the pars, dislocate the IS joint. Pars, remove the E's. And prevent the subluxation of stapes and remove the incus. Pars, cut the E's and remove the incus. Pars, remove the I. Pars, cut the E's and remove the I, incus. Start drilling using with 2-0 diamond burr, thus unroofing the posterior attic space. 2-0 diamond burr, thus unroofing the pars. So it was lateral atticotomy 1-0 diamond burr. Here it is for pars 2-0 diamond burr, unroofing the posterior attic space. Removal of the outer attic wall. So removal of the incus, removal of the outer attic wall. Anterior malleolar ligament, malleus chorda tympani now are seen. Exposure of the os. Exposure of the os. Amputate the head of the malleus. Exposure of the os, head of the malleus. HOM should be removed for seeing os. Head of the malleus using malleus nipper in case of transcanal facial nerve decompression and in cases of where cholesterol is extended into the os. Exposure of os requires amputation of head of the malleus. Os requires HOM removal using malleus nipper in cases of transcanal facial nerve decompression and in cases where cholesterol is extending into the os. Malleus head being amputated by malleus nipper. So using 2-0 diamond burrs, attic wall is further drilled till the tegment tympani is exposed and os and supraorbital recess is seen directly. Using 2-0 diamond burrs, the anterior wall is further drilled till tegment tympani exposed and anterior attic space and supraorbital recess is seen directly. So cog is seen, bony overhang from tegment tympani. Handle of malleus is seen, chorda tympani now is seen, cochleariform process is seen. Reconstruction of the attic wall is required, and for this as a pitfall, the reconstruction of the attic wall is required. Chances of postoperative retraction pocket are very high.